Hello, everybody. Welcome to this beautiful customer day with Consensus. My name is Rosi Coronado. I'm a solution advisor with Boyum IT. You hopefully have heard about Boyum IT. We are the biggest solution provider for SAP Business One. And today I'm going to show you our B1 Usability Package, which was our first product for SAP Business One. So we work very close with Consensus. We are very good partners. I know that pretty much most of the team. And as you guys know, teamwork is the ability to work together towards a common vision. That's why we are very close, and Consensus also knows anytime they need to come to Boyum. If you as a customer is in need of something, Boyum most likely has a solution for it. So our vision statement is always to inspire companies to achieve sustainable growth. So that's our vision statement with all our products. So we want you to have the best experience with SAP Business One. We want that the system is working for you, not you for the system. A little bit about Boyum. We started as a VAR in 2003. We became a solution provider for SAP Business One in 2007. So our usability package has been around a long time. We also have other products. I'm going to touch them on really quick before we start with the demo. Okay. We are all over the world, as you can see. We are in more than 130 countries. Our products we have manufacturing products. Netronic manufacturing is our LiDAR manufacturing product. We have BS manufacturing. We have scanning solution. If you do inventory transactions, we have a scanning solution. We have a product information management solution. And then we have our horizontal solution. And today we're going to see the B1 Usability Package. So what is the B1 Usability Package? This is where you can customize your SAP Business One the way you want it. As I said earlier, we want the system to work for you, not you for the system. You don't have to be a developer. It's a tool which you can learn, and you can validate your data. You can automate tasks in SAP Business One. And you will see today it will help you to save a lot of time. And also, since you can do validations, you have good data in your system. And if you have good data in your system, you're going to get good reports. It all goes hand in hand. To me, I have implemented SAP Business One I've been in the SAP Business One 20 plus years. I used to implement it, and this is a must-have for every customer. We also have a print and delivery solution, so please ask your rep. This is a solution where you can automate all your printing and emailing. You never have to touch those buttons anymore. We also have a CRM for Outlook solutions where you can do customer relation stuff in your Outlook, like doing a quote, a sales order, an activity. We have a credit card solution. We also have an intercompany solution, and also Paperflow is a document automatically caption inputs documents. Okay, but if any of those products you're interested on, go to your Consensus rep, and then of course we can set up another meeting. But today it's about the usability package, and it's my all-time favorites. I like them all, but this is just a must-have for everybody. So it has been around a long time. We have gotten awards for it because even SAP Business One, when I go to those events, they even said that Boyum Usability Package is amazing. So this is the SAP Business One you know. So those are SQL screens you might run on HANA. And this is what it can look like with the usability package. It looks totally different. I have different fields. I have colors. I have buttons on the side, which are shortcut buttons. As I said, it's all about customization. Okay? And imagine the things you're struggling with, you can just fix this really quick with the usability package. I will go through and show you examples. Hopefully, you will see the value. We want the system to work for you perfectly. Okay, when you go to work, you should be excited because you have a system that does exactly what you need it to do. Okay, so you can create new navigation, redesign the screens, ensure data quality, validations. It comes with a lot of dashboards and so much more. So you don't need to be a developer. I like to keep saying that. You don't need to be a developer because it's very user friendly. There is samples we have online you can do. And the good thing is, if you do a customization with the B1 Usability Package and you upgrade your SAP Business One to a later version, to the newest version, you do not have to worry about it, that this will break. We are the ones that work with SAP. We need to make sure all our products are in sync with the new release. So our development tests the new versions a lot. So what can you do in 5 minutes? So if I go in here, I'm going to a sales order, for example, and I have this sales order. I'm going to go pull up my customer. I'm going to put in some items. There we go. And it's the end of the month maybe, and I really, really want to have this sale, and I'm just going to start giving a lot of discounts for this customer because I really want to get this sale in. So I'm the salesperson. I'm going to click add, and all of a sudden I get a message. It says, hey, you have more than 10% discount on line 1, on line 3, on 4. You can decide what information you want to send to the user. And I'm not able to add this document till they change the discount to 10% or less. You can also configure it that it gives them a warning and say, hey, you have more than 10% discount on those lines. Do you want to continue? You can do that. But in my case, I block them. I'm like, nope, I'm not going to let them do it. So this is something you validate. You are validating the discount column on a document. So let's go to screen design really quick. So I know that you maybe use the UI designer. I believe it's called in SAP Business One. I don't really use it because it gives me a little bit of headache. But what we're going to do is let's go to the business partner just to give you some ideas. So I'm going to pull up a business partner. I'm going to go here. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Okay, I hope you all can see that. So maybe you see already I have colors, I have buttons on the side. So maybe I'm going to say, you know what, we are not using, there we go, let me get this one. We are not using this field. I'm just going to go in here and hide this field. So everything I do, I'm a developer now. I'm going to hide this field. We are not using it. SAP is worldwide, so there's probably fields we don't even know what they mean. There we go. It's done. Then I'm going to say, you know what? We are using this, but I want to put it somewhere else. So I'm going to move this item. And it's going to ask me, where do you want to move it to? Okay, so I'm going to say, I want to move it to the left of a field, to the right, above, below. So we're just going to stick it below a field. And it's telling me again what to do. Hey, click on the label of the field so we can move it. And I'm going to set it over here. And it's over here now. Okay. One of my favorite is make fields read-only. If you're in the finance department or wherever, you want to set fields read-only. You do not want people to touch it. You want them to be able to read on it, but not to touch it. So you can go in here and you go to the usability package and you say, make this field, this item read-only. What I'm getting now, I'm getting all the fields from the business partner master data. So now I have to look for it. But we have a really nice feature. If you go to System, Information, and you right-click on the field, then you have all the information about this field right here. Imagine you write a query. You can't just copy this into the query, right? So it's field 43. You could also search by name, but we're going to do it like that. There is my telephone field, and I'm going to make it read only in add mode, OK mode, and find mode. And I'm only going to make it read only for certain people. There's only certain people I don't want them to touch it, or a user group. So if I go here, I'm going to click update, and you will see this field is going to be grayed out right away. There we go. I cannot touch it. I didn't put a certain user in there. I said for everybody, so you can see that. make a field mandatory. So you can always go in here and say, you know what, this field is mandatory. And you just say, make this field mandatory. And you will see it's going to turn orange because all my fields are mandatory. It's going to do it. There we go. I'm going to say, okay, I tab off. Now it's orange because all my fields are orange. They're mandatory. Of course, you can choose whatever color you want. You go in here, and again, you can say, hey, I only want this field to be mandatory for this or this user. Okay? You always have that option. And I can say maybe a warning only. Or I say if they put 999 in this field, that doesn't count. So you have many options there. So everything I did was with the right click. So you move items, you hide items, you make fields mandatory, you make items read only. Now let's create a new tab. You see right here, I have a new tab. I have a tab here. You don't know this tab. This tab gives me the last 10 items this customer bought. If I go to a different customer, of course, it's going to change because they bought something else. So I have a SQL report I have written with B1UP, and I can attach it to a tab. So I can have a grid in a tab. If you don't want to have it in there, you can always go last 10 items, and it's the same report. If you don't want to have a button, you can do a right click and do the same thing. Create a right click. So it's super flexible. To create a new tab, you right click, B1 Usability Package, create new tab. That's all you do. It takes less than a minute. Then it's going to ask you, do you want an SQL report tab like this or a regular one? So I'm going to do a regular one, and I'm going to say test. And I'm just going to put 2 of those user-defined fields. I have a list of user-defined fields I can add, and the tab will come once I get out from the screen and go back in. This is something, when you create something like this, you have to get out from the screen and go back in. And you see the test tab now, and oops. And here are the 2 fields. And now I can actually take other fields from here and move it to the new tab. Pretty cool. Another thing what you can do is view user-defined fields. Imagine you have a certain topic, you make a tab, call it that, and then move all those fields over there. What I want to show you, I'm going to move this one over there, right click, and then move this user-defined field to the main window. And again, it's going to ask me where to put it. And you see on the left, it says not supported because user-defined fields I cannot put to a left of a field. That's an SAP limitation. I'm going to say below, and I'm going to stick it here. And then I'm going to get this one here. This is a drop down because what I want you to see something. I'm going to move it over here too and just do my little screen design. So now maybe you as a customer say, you know what? I don't like the drop down. I just don't like drop downs. I want to have a box that says yes or no. And this has to do with an item master. I want a golden arrow like this. Just going to show you. You go in here. This is where all your information is stored. I just did with the right click. Also, you can do a screen design for a certain user group, then a different screen design for another user group, or per user. It's totally up to you. So, but what I'm going to do is those are user-defined fields. Since I moved them over to the main screen, I'm going to say create a golden arrow to this field, and I want it to look at the item master, and I don't want a combo box. Just to get an idea what you can do, I want a checkbox, and I'm going to update this. So I'm changing something and I'm creating something. You know what that means? I have to go out from the screen, not from SAP, and just go back in. And if I pull up a customer, it's nicer to look at. You see, I have the golden arrow now. I can go back to the business to the item master data, and I have a button now. I don't have to drop down. So this is how you can customize, make the screens the way it works for you. Okay. So shortcuts, easy access. You already saw my buttons. Create buttons. Create right-click menus. It's all the same. And add a report or go outside SAP. So if I go here, so for example, if I click here, it's open up the opportunity, puts in my customer information right away. Oops. Okay. I don't want to save that. I have, this is the same report like I have here. I have a button where I can do several things. They are called multi-button. Maybe I don't want to have so many buttons. I just do one button with the drop-down. You can do that. There's a sales report. I really don't know what that is. There we go. This just gives me the credit memo and all the invoices, including the golden arrows. I can go outside SAP. I can go outside. Oops. I can go outside SAP and look for the customer name. Okay, so if I go next, if I go pull up a different customer and I'm going to click website, I'm going outside SAP and look for that customer. Okay, so that's pretty cool. That reminds me, if I go to the item master, just so you know, I'm on the item master and I click on Amazon here. I want to see if this item is sold in Amazon. It opens up Amazon and it puts the description in that Amazon search. So I have so many things open. Okay. If I switch my item, it's going to look at the description. So for you guys to know is that you can go out to Google, you can go out to Amazon and look up an item or a business partner and so on. You can also user-defined tables. You can also attach it to a button. And you can add rows from here. You can remove rows from here. You can do a search from your user-defined table. Way more user-friendly. Or you can do it on a right-click. You can create your right-click menu. So dashboards, you can open up a dashboard here. Talking about dashboards. So I click on this, a dashboard will open. Did I click on it? Maybe I didn't. Let me see. You can open up a dashboard and you can move it to another screen and it will, I open it twice, that's why. There we go, there's the dashboard. I can move it over to another screen and keep working in SAP. Talking about dashboards, you get, with the usability package, you get all kinds of dashboards. You get, I don't even know how many because we have so many. So you get, let me load it. Slow, I don't know. because I have the recording running. So you have all different dashboards and you can also pull them up on the web. That comes with the usability package that you can take a dashboard and then you put it on a smart TV, for example. It comes with a calendar. You can say, show me the monthly view, the weekly view, and then I can drag and drop stuff. So the due date change to the 23rd or wherever, you just drag and drop this item. You can say, just show me my production overview, anything you want. You can create your own views. Maybe you want to see certain documents from certain employees. So this is very, very popular, this calendar view. So you have all my documents in here. And as I said, you can drag and drop. We have Kanban boards. You can also pull up a website and you can drag and drop. I mean, all this is available out of the box, basically. Okay, processes, you can pull up a website here and so on. So you have the dashboards. You can put a dashboard on a button and pull it to another screen and still work in SAP. Or you pull it up on a smart TV and have it, maybe you have a warehouse or a finance department where you want to do the sales overview, for example. And you have to hide the dashboards. I can hide them, so it's a little bit easier to work in SAP. So let's create a button. I can right-click, usability package, create a button. Again, I can have buttons for certain users, and then I have other buttons for other users. Okay? You just say add, and let's just do, it doesn't matter, invoice. Oops, I have caps locks on. Invoice, and that's it. That's all I have to do. You have all those predefined forms you can open. Okay? And of course, you can also attach a query, a macro, and so on. But we're just going to take what we have available right now. Update takes you less than a minute. The button is not here because I have to go out and go back in to refresh the screen, get to the button, and here it is. So super easy. And like I said, if you don't like buttons, you can always do a right click right here. So easy access. Now, automations, my favorite, validations and automation. Okay, so let's go in this system again. And what we are going to do, we're going to go to a sales order. That's where I have a lot of automation set up. And there is my sales order. I'm going to get out of the business partner in the back. So I'm not going to confuse you. There we go. There's my sales order. And what I'm going to do, you already saw earlier the discount field, right? You saw the discount field. So I'm going to go ahead and put a couple items in there again. And now let's pretend I want to add shipping. So I have this shipping button. I'm going to click shipping. It adds the shipping line, $75. Maybe the customer has a flat amount, right? Of course, you could add it here too. My customers always wanted to have it on a document. It doesn't matter. Then now I'm going to change the quantity. So remember earlier we were validating the discount fields, which we still are if I click the add button, but now I'm validating the quantity field. So I'm going to click shipping, the same button, and it's telling me, hey, the customer is ordering between 10 and 20 items. Do you want to add shipping with the 50% discount? Yes, 50% discount. And I'm going to do it one more time. So now they're ordering more than 20. I'm clicking the same button and it says they're ordering more than 20. The customer deserves a free gift. So you can put the logic in there and the system will do it. So the customer just got a free gift and 100% discount on the shipping. So you can put buttons like here, customer information. This is like KPIs about the customer. I'm not clicking very well today. It's like a nice overview about the customer. You can also build like an SQL report like this and say, okay, I want you to add those items to my sales order. I can even change the quantity and select, and it will feed it into your sales order, makes it way easier. You know what? I have a special running. So I'm just going to do one click and it adds it automatically to my sales order. Or the holidays are coming up. Hey, maybe I have something everybody orders. So you can automate all of that. So remember, you can validate your columns, you can automate stuff. We have a nice line search, so you can do a search. I got that a lot because my sales orders are so long and I'm like, I have to go through, did I put this item in there? You can put messages in there. Hey, this customer has no available credit. They are over the credit limit and all the good stuff. So automate your stuff, validate your data because it will help you a lot. We also have an import and export tool, which is XML. You need to know XML. So for example, on this print screen, I don't have it set up right now. This is the business partner master data. I'm going to say export all the invoices with XML file or import. That's available. Alerts and validation, you saw, put mandatory fields, put colors on there, give it some character. You also saw when I was in here on the business partner master data, I didn't mention it. My balance is red. If I keep going, I'm a horrible businesswoman. They're all red. Well, maybe I'm selling too much. And anybody who is within the credit limit is green. Okay, so also very nice. So it's nice for your employees, for the users, for their eyes. Toolbox is where you should start. Toolbox is something, I'm going to go from here to the toolbox really quick. These are all features that came from you as the customers. The ones that have the usability package already. For example, you saw use the flags. So you see the flags here. It looks at the address. You go through to, I have features for the business partner, for the item master. Start in description field. I get this a lot. Customer said, hey, Rosi, if I want to go to the inventory master data, I want the mouse to jump to the description and not to the code. And here it is. I changed the behavior. It's starting in the description. Behaviors when I'm on the documents, banking, and so on. So there is a lot of stuff in here. And the best way is always click here and it explains it to you what it does. So you said, what does use help information prevent asterisks? You guys know, many of you know that you always have a star business partner or a star item, because those screens open up in add mode and you do star enter and it adds it. So you can actually go in here and prevent those star entries. So on each tab, go here, look at it, click on, hey, what is this doing? And it tells you exactly what it's doing. Like automatic numbering, I wouldn't use it. Well, you use already because SAP can do that. B1UP did it before. So do not forget the toolbox. Start here. This is system-wide. Those are all things customer wanted to be able to set that. So to me, it's super powerful. And then we have the master data manager. You guys gonna love it. You can do mass updates. You guys know right now you're using DDW, and I used to use it a lot, and I'm not a huge fan from it. So now you have, with the B1 Usability Package, you have a master data manager, and you have all those options. Imagine you have a business partner, you have 2,000 customers. So I'm going to look for my customers, or maybe I say customers, they are in this customer group, and maybe you have a new price list. Okay, all those customers need to go and get this price list, and you just mass update them as a mass update. Okay. Or imagine you get a new UDF, always happens. So I'm going to take these customers, and there we go, done. No more exporting, importing. I'm going to put a value in there and update all those customers. So for you guys to know, you can do mass update and you have all those options. Imagine you have a salesperson that's leaving, replace salesperson, and this salesperson has 500 customers. You just say find them, and now they are all going over to this new person. Select them all, and now I'm going to switch them over to the new person. Now find me all the sales opportunities, and find me all the sales documents from this salesperson, so I can move him over to the new salesperson. So mass update is available. Once you're live with SAP, you have to change something, you can do a mass update. So master data manager, that's what we call it. Keep that in mind. And then the dashboards, we saw them already. There's so many that comes out of the box. Of course, you can do your own dashboards. You can create your own dashboards. And do not forget that you can also do web dashboards, okay? So you can take one of your dashboards and put it on the web and have a smart TV somewhere, warehouse, finance department, manufacturing floor, and you can pull up those dashboards. And that was it with the usability package. So I hope you got an idea what it can do. Super powerful. To me, it's a must-have. Believe me, I used to be a consultant. I used to work a lot with customers. It was very important for them to have the tools they need. This is a must-have because it will make your life so much easier. And anything you want to do in SAP, you can do it in a simpler way. So thank you so much for joining these sessions. Have a wonderful event. Have a wonderful day. And I'll be hopefully talking to you guys soon.